Ghana's government statistician Dr. Alhassan Iddrisu is urging households, businesses and government agencies to adopt smarter strategies to tackle rising inflation, particularly food prices, which now account for nearly 2/3 of overall inflation. At a press briefing in Accra, Dr. Iddrisu advised households to buy in bulk, focus on local produce and cut non-essential spending like eating outside the home. He also urged families to prioritize preventive health care and make full use of the National Health Insurance Scheme as health inflation hit 20.1%.
From the data we see on inflation for households, with food inflation contributing almost 2/3 of the total inflation, households should adopt bulk purchasing, shared food buying, and consider local in-season produce to reduce food costs. Also, households could limit discretionary spending on items like restaurants that posted inflation of 18.5% and recreation. Given the 20.1% inflation in health, households should prioritize preventive care and take advantage of the National Health Insurance Scheme benefits to avoid high out-of-pocket expenses.
For businesses, he recommended increasing local sourcing to reduce reliance on costly imports. Dr. Iddrisu praised government efforts to stabilise the cedi but called for more investment in food logistics and support for high inflation regions like the Upper West Enclave. He also urged stronger coordination between the Finance Ministry and Bank of Ghana to ensure timely inflation responses.
We would like to recommend government to continue supporting the macroeconomic policies that keep the cedi stable, that reinforces the disinflationary trend, and also implement targeted interventions in food logistics, utilities and education access in high inflation regions such as the Upper West region, which is still recording inflation above 38%. We'd like to recommend for government to invest in post-harvest storage, transport infrastructure, and irrigation to stabilise food prices further. Government is already implementing a number of social protection interventions. We'd like to urge government to continue to protect the vulnerable groups through expansion of targeted social protection in high inflation regions and sectors, especially where food and education costs are rising. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd also recommend for government to promote local production by supporting SMEs and agribusinesses to strengthen domestic supply chains, and also align monetary and fiscal policies through collaboration between the Central Bank and the Ministry of Finance to monitor inflation drivers and evaluate the need for cautious monetary tightening if pressures persist.